Hello everybody and welcome again to laranaro.com, your leading resource for holistic health in North America and the world. And today we have another episode in our series on how you get sick, respectively how to remain healthy. And today's presentation in this educational series that you get exclusively at Laranaro for free is going to be the connective tissue matrix and organs detox, and why the connective tissue and well-balanced and detox connective tissue matrix is the portal to real holistic health. We're going to show you amazing technologies that help you maintain your connective tissue matrix in a perfectly balanced and healthy state. Of course, non-invasively as always with our technologies that we present to you, and any side effects, and 100% holistic. So let's get started. Here's a more in-depth look at today's agenda. So in this part you're gonna learn, you get to know all the efficient detox and cellular regeneration tools after we've went through the theory why it's so important to keep your connective matrix balance and your organs detox so they can regenerate themselves all the time. You learn which tools are really detoxifying in depth your connective tissue and the cells, the therapy steps and the specific hardware feature of these different tools and how to use them. We're going to show you also the specific therapy effects of the METABOLISM system, the role of the BASAL system, irritation of connective tissue matrix as one major cause of becoming sick in the first place. So we're going to explain you this in depth. We're going to also look at a virtual cleaning working flow to achieve final satisfactory results and indications that these systems and these detox systems can be used for, and contraindications, and of course the health benefits they bring. So here's the basic thing to understand, shown in a nice visual way, that your life and your health depends on a balanced, clean, non-toxic basal system. A balanced basic system means that life is possible, healthy life is possible. A disturbed basic system means that you become disease and die in the end, you know, any organism for that matter. So this is the basic thing to understand why, and this is also why we have to keep this basal system all the time in balance and clean and detoxified. So the connective tissue is your body's basal system, and here you can see all the factors that will weaken its resistance and bring it out of balance. And we have here airborne allergens, we have medications, climate and weather can bring it out of whack, allergens, toxins, foods, noise, lack of sleep, overexertion, a sedentary lifestyle, but also psychosocial stress, electromagnetic and geopathic stress, synthetic chemicals in the air, dirty polluted toxic water, synthetic impregnated clothes, housekeeping detergents, VOCs in paints, etc. And all of those factors are always and continuously impacting on your balance of the connective tissue and of your organs. And once this whole system gets out of balance, then you become sick. And this is why it's so important, because you will not be able to eliminate all of these external factors. And that's why it's so important to help your connective tissue and your body's basal system to remain in balance. And we're going to show you in detail how to do this in this presentation, of course. And here's the important thing to remember and get out of this presentation, is that the diseases start in the connective tissue. The connective tissue is the first and the biggest interaction zone with your environment. And here you see a picture of the connective tissue, and what this could lead for diseases. They start like through tissue acidosis, when it becomes too acidy, chronic infections, foci, intoxications start there, malnutrition, manifests itself in the connective tissue. Deficiency states in minerals and vitamins. Also stress manifests itself in the connective tissue. So all diseases start in the connective tissue, and this is why it's important to keep it healthy. Why do all the diseases start in the connective tissue? Well, because connective tissue has many tasks to fulfill, many jobs to do in your organism, and for you to remain healthy. And here are some of them. They have nutritive, protective, and control functions. Filtering and blocking of harmful substances is done by the connective tissue. Regulation of the metabolic basic functions is done by the connective tissue. Also storage and retrieval of information, specific frequencies. Connecting afferent and afferent nerves is done by the connective tissue. It's also a reservoir for defensive cells, and it's a temporary storage of toxins which cannot be broken down or eliminated, that takes place in the connective tissue. So you can see your complete health depends on the connective tissue and it being healthy and able to regenerate itself in order to remain healthy. So let's have a look at the connective tissue, the problems that can arise from imbalances therein, and the solutions that we have for this imbalances and problems might be tissue acidosis. Here connective tissue detoxification helps. Chronic infections can arise from there, so here you need cells repolarization using DC currents. Foci are problems, so here you have the SIT, system reinformation therapy, that can be applied. Intoxications can take place in the connective tissue. Here we have supportive VDS therapy as a solution. Malnutrition takes place in connective tissue or manifests itself there. Organs, supportive and specific modulation and frequency therapy can help you here. Nutrients, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and hormone deficiencies are a problem in a connective tissue, and here you can change your nutrition, of course, and use the right supplementation. And the same for stress and emotional conflicts, where you have stress relief and emotional conflict resolution that should take place in order to resolve these problems. One of the technologies that helps you keep your connective tissue in balance is the so-called matrix regeneration therapy via the reflex zones. And here a matrix regeneration therapy device, like the Matrix by Vegamed, that we're going to present to you in this presentation shortly, reaches to all of the internal organs via the reflex zones on the back. And this is how you then balance your connective tissue. And we're going to show you this in more detail over the next slides. But we also need to mention that a matrix regeneration therapy can take place through muscular segments as well. And here you see all the muscles and how they relate to your organs. And here you treat segments and muscular maximum points, and each body region, as you can see, is supplied by its own nerve cord that connects it to an organ, and this is how this works. The matrix system provides you with a detoxification and a cell regeneration therapy, and it's a modern multidimensional treatment method of severe chronic diseases, but also of prevention. There are three different problems of the functionally disturbed matrix that are simultaneously treated with this method. It's tissue repolarization, it's petechial suction massage to collect toxins from the depth of the tissue, and it's the systemic information and supportive organ therapy. The major task and what this system achieves mainly is helping you to regain the functionality of the connective tissue and reduce toxicity. The matrix must be freed from the toxins, inflammation, foci, and waste cellular products in order to maintain it and to enable it to perform its functions, and this is exactly what this unique bioresonance system achieves. Let's have a look at how the MAD-Matrix tool achieves this detoxing. It's a modern and a very efficient bioresonance and detox system for treating chronic degenerative diseases through deep detoxification. It's the single mesenchymal tissue therapy system worldwide, and it works through three functions. First, it brings the toxins and the cellular waste stored in mesenchymal tissue to the surface under the skin. Then it neutralizes toxins through a DC therapy, so it's an electrical annihilation combined with bioresonance. And finally, the new electrically charged toxins can be purged out easily, immediately. Then the patient is going to feel much better, and this improves with every therapy session. So it achieves an elimination of acidosis and of acidic cellular waste, detoxification, a deep detoxification, a deacidification, a lymphatic system recovery, as well as a connective tissue regeneration, also a deep organ detoxification and immunomodulation. And you will see that in the first 4 to 6 therapy sessions, you achieve already at 80% health recovery. So the MAD-Matrix offers you and your patients a follow-up risk-free transdermal therapy also with the SI card that we're going to explain a little further. So you achieve really a holistic detoxification on all levels with the system that can be seen, and then the effects of which can be seen immediately. The MAD-Matrix has three components that all synergetically reinforce each other. So we have here the PETECHIAL vacuuming massage. This is very similar to the cupping. And here the toxins and slags are transported from the deep tissue to the surface and finally to be purged out. We have a rhythmic DC current therapy that mobilizes the toxins and slags through electrical repolarization, and it also reestablishes the normal metabolic functionality. Then we have the system information therapy, SIT, whereby the sick vibrations specific to the different illnesses are neutralized through bioresonance, and after these are combined with cellular and metabolic supporting frequencies, and finally given back being fed back to the patient. And with the general and specific programs that are included in this system, the patients get additional organ support. This is in form of healing vibrations and customized homeopathic remedies like globules and tinctures. And we also have here the option of using an SI card, a system information card, whereby you can follow up risk-free with a transdermal therapy. So on this card we imprint it, of course, with the beneficial frequencies, and those are fed continuously to the patient when the patient is wearing this card, of course. Let's look in depth at the PETECHIAL massage with the suction cups. So it involves a form of advanced cupping. The suction electrode produces hereby local suction in the tissue, which transports the cellular waste, so the toxins, from the deep tissue up to the surface, where it can easily leave the organism. And by means of cupping, the suction's intense stimuli, matrix regeneration therapy loosens up muscular tensions and tissue indurations, so geloses also called, and stimulates microcirculation and lymphatic drainage. The tissue is smoothened also, and any reddening which appears during the treatment will vanish quickly. So don't worry about any slight reddening while you're doing the treatment. This is totally normal. First, you work on the right-hand side of the spine by rolling, starting from the spine to the outer back. And the second part is the rolling over the occurring petechial stripes without suction. After you repeat the procedure over to the left back side in the same way. And finally, the bladder meridian is rolled on from the neck to the lower back. and the progress will end automatically after this final step is taken. To enhance this step of therapy may be also applied on the back of heparin ointment. And the third step is rolling of most toxified organs, such as the liver, the kidneys, and the joints. So you're going to roll over those as well in the end. And the combination between the petechial massage with suction and bioresonance is unique worldwide, and it is a very efficient way of deep detox. The other part of the med matrix therapy is the repolarization with DC current. And here the matrix regeneration therapy applies a 1 volt, so a very low voltage DC current to repolarize the matrix. And it allows thereby a normalization of the anabolic catabolic metabolism. And crucial to the therapeutic effect are the matrix electrical charge and the hormonal situation, which the system automatically picks up, and then it transforms it into a beneficial repolarization with the DC currents. But as mentioned previously, this is not all. This system also includes the so-called system information therapy, SIT, and this takes place simultaneously with the other two and is part of the success of the system. So simultaneously with the petechial suction massage, you have a neutralization of the negative oscillation generated by toxins and a reinformation of the body with the healing frequencies. This therapy is done according to classical bioresonance principles and the system information therapy. So here the suction electrode picks up released toxins information and passes it on to the control unit for processing. These pathological frequency patterns are then converted into therapeutic information signals, and those therapeutic information signals are then sent back to the patient, by means of which the self-healing powers can be activated and the healing processes can be initiated. So information signals and magnetic fields mobilize the process of self-healing and provide relief to the immune system. To better modulate these SIT therapy steps, med matrix comes with different hardware features. And here we have the 3 different rotating honeycombs in input and 1 honeycomb in the output. We have 1 slot for SI imprinting of a transdermal card, and we have the VDS, the Vega database storage for pre-recorded remedies that all help us in our therapy success. And only after successful matrix therapy you can start applying other holistic procedures to support the healing processes and autoregulation and to achieve complete homeostasis. Here you can see how easy it is to use the med matrix system. On the right we see the therapy main menu, and here you just select the therapy program, either inflammation or degeneration. In the main menu select one of the following application, a basic program or a basic program plus or a special program, and then you select a support program. If the basic program plus is selected, you choose and combine the support programs, and then you have organ-specific modulation frequencies, and here you choose and combine the organ frequencies according to the diagnosed organs. Very simple to use. Let's have a little more of an in-depth look at the basic supportive programs in a med matrix. So here you select up to 3 main supportive programs using the Vega VDS technology. The basic supportive program means that each organ has a specific frequency recorded in the Vega duplex system, and the practitioner combines selectively these vibrations during the therapy. It comes, the med matrix system comes with 13 supporting programs, different supportive remedies in virtual form, known to support the functionality of the organs, and then thus can be administered during the therapy. You have here organ supports, nodes of the main organs, CNS support, homeopathized CNS glands and brain sections, as well as a mixture of classical homeopathics, adrenal gland activation, organs, nosodes, and herbal essences. Then you have the tissue support. Here we have homeopathized vitamins and trace elements, as well as homeopathized connective tissue preparation. Then we have the cell support program, which consists of homeopathized vitamins and trace elements, metabolites of the cellular metabolism preparation, immune system modulation, organosodes, as well as organ modulating homeopathics. And last but not least, we have also a lymphatic support program, which includes organosodes, organ modulating homeopathics, circulatory system support, organosodes, as well as organ modulating homeopathics, hormonal system, homeopathized hormones, elimination and organosodes of the elimination organs, as well as detox homeopathic. So you have here quite a comprehensive database already included in the system. As you can see on the left, the menus are very simple to understand, and the system more or less guides you through each step of the process. Very, very intuitive to use. And here you have a list of all the support programs that you can select. Depending on your application, you can select up to 3 support programs simultaneously. So here you have organ support, CNS, adrenal gland activation, tissue support, cell support, immune system modulation, lymphatic system support, and hormonal system, general, female, male, etc., etc. So everything you need to rebalance the connective tissue and detox your patient. A more in-depth look at what those support programs contain. So here in the organ support, you have organ nosodes of the main organs. In the CNS support, you have homeopathized CNS glands and brain areas, as well as classic homeopathic remedies. In the adrenal activation system or program, you have organ nosodes and phytotherapeutics. In the tissue support program, you have homeopathized vitamins and minerals, tissue components. In the hormone system, you have homeopathized mixture of single hormones. In the cellular support program, you have homeopathized vitamins and minerals, as well as metabolites of the cellular metabolism. In the immune modulation program, you have organ nosodes, as well as organ modulating homeopathics. In the lymph support, you have organ nosodes and organ modulating homeopathics. You have then the circulation support program also that contains organ nosodes and organ modulating homeopathics. And in the detox program, you have organ nosodes of the excretory organs, as well as homeopathics for detox. What is contained in the matrix metabolism support? Well, here we have a regulation of the anabole or catabole state of your connective tissue. You have only one additional support program, which is either inflammation or degeneration. Now, inflammation is catabole therapy, and the degeneration is equal to anabole therapy. And the catabole therapy with the thyroid hormones T3, T4, and cortisol, and the anabole therapy with anabole peptides and SDH, as well as an additional organ support, which is a glandular treatment. As we've mentioned already, the matrix system also contains organ-specific frequencies. So what are those? Well, those are profound resonance frequencies of all the organs and cellular structures that are being applied during the therapy, and the VDS information support organs, the physiology and functionality. There are 13 integrated supportive programs for your organs, and the organ-specific modulation frequencies can be combined or given individually. You have a maximum of 3 organ frequencies that can be selected for the same session, and here you see they go from arteries over bladder, bronchia, large intestine, small intestine, all of the organs in your system more or less are being addressed here or can be addressed, and up to 3, as we mentioned, can be addressed simultaneously during the session. But this is not all. The matrix system also contains so-called organ-specific programs, so special programs for your organs that are used for specific indications. And here you have different body areas treatment. You have a specific VDS preparation which fits the indication. You have a specific elimination and lymphatic support, DETOX, a cell light treatment special program, a tissue support program, and also organ frequencies for lymph, liver, intestines, skin, and kidneys. And the matrix system comes also with therapy comes. If you look on the right hand side at the picture of the device, you will see those 3 holes on the left side of the device. Those are the comms. And here we have 3 distinctive comms. One is the transmission comb. We have a left spinning one for nosodes higher than D6, body fluids such as saliva, urine, for supporting lymphatic therapy, and blood for provocation therapy. Then we have a harmonizing comb for different homeopathics or gemstones. Then we have a right spinning comb for non-pathological nosodes, blood in supporting therapy, saliva and urine for lymph provocation therapy. And then we have the transmission combs that can be used only in the basic programs. And the matrix comes with an encoder recording the therapy signals on a magnetic strip, and the patients are then wearing the SI card in between the consultations as a therapy support. So here the therapy does not end with the session in your practice, but the patient can continue it while he is at home with those imprinted cards. What are the contraindications for the matrix therapy device? Well, blood clotting disorders, pregnancy, severe liver insufficiency, terminal kidney insufficiency, acute skin diseases on the back, feverish infections, total regulatory rigidity, very severe exhaustion states, psychotic states, implants like pacemakers, severe cardiac arrhythmias, if taking anticoagulant medications such as Marcumar, and conditions that develop after organ transplants. And we recommend that you do no matrix treatment in the case of open wounds or inflammations. Here we see the wide range of indications, therapy indications for the matrix. You can use it for all chronic diseases, as we talked about already, for all cancer conditions, all allergy conditions, chronic intoxications, acute and chronic pain conditions, microbiological burdens, immune system deficiency, chronic skin ailments, depressions, but also for asthma, bronchitis, and other respiratory problems, rheumatic conditions, arthrosis, spinal column stiffness, cellulite, senile skin atrophy, connective tissue degeneration, but also pollutant, stress, and toxic states. So a wide range of applications here for this amazing system. So let's finish this up by looking at the unique health benefits of the matrix system. And here it helps you achieve a deep level of detoxification and cellular regeneration. That is the portal to any healing process, and that's quite unique how this system does it. Reestablishes also an optimum of your organs' functionality, keeping you thereby healthy all the time. It balances the metabolism and the hormones. It gives you a detox of the lymphatic system, and it triggers autoregulation. It reactivates the energy reserves and improves your fitness and muscular condition. It reverses and even totally heals serious health conditions in the shortest time. It helps with allergies, Lyme disease, cancer in critical states, even arthritis, fibromyalgia, gastrointestinal, Crohn and ulcerous conditions, but also with diabetes, metabolic disorders, and all of those the system has proven itself to fully treat those conditions in 1 to 4 months only, so it's very, very efficient. And it has a combined detox and bioresonance therapy that makes it so efficient, as we've talked already about. And this makes it unique in the whole world, and is very well priced also, the system, for this unique combination of therapies. And you can get it exclusively at laranara.com for USA and Canada. With that, we'd like to thank you for your attention. And if you enjoyed this presentation, please like, share, subscribe to our channel. Next week, we're gonna look at further ways in our series of presentations about how to remain healthy, at further technologies and important therapies that help you remain holistically healthy for the rest of your life, as well as treat chronic diseases. And until then, thank you once again for your attention, and hope to hear and see you soon again at laranara.com, your holistic health resource for North America and the world.